With 4 on the club, tied with Garrett Milan. We've got a presentation now at ice level for the player of the month. Here's the announcement from ice level. As I believe our winner for the month of September is the captain of the club, Derek Johnson.
Derek has also contributed a goal and an assist. The son of former NHLer Jimmy Johnson. Derek sent him home to play college hockey in Minnesota next year at the University of Minnesota Duluth, where his father was once captain of the Bulldogs. Derek is in his 36th for the league, his second year in the leadership group, and now at this level. Let's hear for this year's captain and the September Grand Team player of Derek Johnson.
Al, he's been great, and part of the reason the goals against are so low is what he's done with that group on the back end.
What a leader. I'll tell you what, he blocked more shots than most teams have, total teams have. Just an unbelievable player, a great captain, a guy that shows a lot of heart, and he'll continue to play that way
Hustling
throughout
up the line and nearly getting it out was a Cowichan penalty killer, Keeler Bruce. Now, Robbins steals the puck back, plays for Lukov, right side Lalezia, back to Robbins, winds, fires, scores! Brad Robbins with a wire.
Well, you won't see any better shot than that in any league.
Wow.
Did he wire that thing right above the goaltender, caught the top inside corner, and wow, that thing was going. 1-0 Penticton. They're 1-for-1 on the power play.
Danielle Fellowed wins $10 from Save On Foods in the form of a gift card. As complete that nice little dangle was Alex Halloran, and the Vees are back the other way. O'Donnell one-on-one. Cutting to his left, O'Donnell fires, scores!
That was a great goal by O'Donnell. He went up and kind of used the defenseman as a decoy and kind of hid the puck from the goaltender by using the defenseman. A smart play. But he pops that one in. The Vees take a 2-0 lead.
Time of the goal, 7 minutes and 16 seconds. O'Donnell one-on-one. And I tell you, he's gotten better with each passing game from night 1 of the season. 4-on-4 still for another 5 seconds. O'Donnell's goal is even strength. We'll wait to see if they announce any assist. It's 2-0 Vees.
Second goal and his third goal of the season, scored by number 9.
Past Bennick, who finds Johnson, turns and fires. That one he pulled the trigger, but the puck stayed right in front of him. He fanned on it. Bennick below the goal line. Nice move right around the defender. Bennick waits, fires, loose in front. Backhand shot stopped. Somehow it stayed out as Bennick walked through a defender and was robbed in front. Wow.
You want to see a guy handle the puck. There's one that's
going against the Vees. Werbowski pulls a puck out of the corner. Working with him is Lalezia, who gave it away on the sidewall. Chance for the Caps. Shot, and they score. 5-hole goal, and the Caps right back in it there. Sean Mueller. And that's a big goal as it gets them right back in the game.
Well, that's one probably that Rumpel would like to have back. That was there was nobody between him and the goal, in between the legs. Just a good shot along the ice, but probably one Rumpel feels he should have had.
Point is Darren Roback. He's got the puck and will play to his left. At the circle, Hammond, the 20-year-old, back to the point for Roback. Long shot tipped up behind the net. No, it lands on the line, just stayed out. The net comes off the moorings, and the Caps said that landed in and bounced back out. There was a shot from the point, blocked. It went right up in the air, landed behind Rumpel. Lalezia will try to get this out to center ice. He'll cut against the green and play it back behind his net. Return feed. Unable to be reeling it in is Lalezia, but the Vees now out to center. 3-on-1 if they hustle. Here's a chance for Milan. Burning to the net. He has his legs taken out from underneath him. The puck finally touched by Cowichan, and the Vees will now head to the man advantage for the 3rd time tonight. Interference and a trip. 2 penalties handed out to the Capitals. There was one delayed before Lalezia got pushed into his own net, and I think the Caps are going to get 2. It'll be a full 2-minute 5-on-3 for the Vees.
Well, that's a big break for the Vees. Oh, they kill off a penalty. Then Cowichan takes a penalty in the Penticton end. Milan comes down on a partial break and gets his legs pulled out from underneath him. So the Vees are going to have a 2-man advantage for 2 minutes.
He's got it on the right wall all the way to the high point. He'll move back to the wall, drop at the line. Left point, Lalezia. Side of the net, Stetcher, shot blocked, rebound, loose, they score! Bennick in the slot.
So the Vees go 2 for 3 on the power play. Bennick picks up the loose puck. That's why it's so important to shoot on the power play, as many chances you get. Goaltender makes the first stop, but the rebound comes out. Bennick is a goal scorer, and he pops it in.
Stetcher put that on net, and there was nowhere to shoot at. He just wanted it off the pads and into the slot. That's exactly what happened. The Vees up 3-1, and they're still 5-on-4 for another 14 seconds.
Game.
Minute 21 remaining. Here's Hammond, centering shot, stopped by Rumpel. A great save as he threw down the paddle behind his body and robbed Grant of a goal.
What a
released with the Capitals clearing the puck, and a bad change. Here's a chance for the Vees. Beaulieu ahead from Milan, who gains the line. He'll chip deep, and Johnston's in on the forecheck. Bumping his man off the puck. Logan to the front of the cage. Shot, they score. Bennick. Great hands set up by Johnston.
Well, it was Logan Johnson that made that play happen. What a great job he did. Just a man against boys. Against that wall, he just took his man off the puck and simply took the puck away from him, got it out to Bennick, and the Vees take a 4-1 lead.
Their second even strength goal of the night. It'll be Bennick from Johnston, who just, as you said, out-muscled his check. Close enough to play it. Lalezia pokes it around, a pressing forward for the Caps. He'll swing it up the wall, and the Vees to center. Here's a chance shorthanded. Cruising down the ice is Loic, cutting to the slot, turns, fires, save made, rebound, shot, they score! Mark Hall, shorthanded goal.
Well, there's what a veteran can do for you. Mark Hall, 3.5 years in a fan favorite in Kamloops, and follows up on a play that, while the Vees are shorthanded, made no mistake putting that puck up top, did he?
Curtis Loic with the chance shorthanded. Rumpel plays to the line. Cowichan intercepts, and Rumpel has to hustle back to his net as the Vees pin the puck to the wall. Working down into the right corner. Centering the puck is a Cowichan forward. Shot from the point, off an ankle, and high and in to the glass in the corner. Letting that shot go from the point that looked a little dangerous was Marcineau, but the Vees blocked it. Now Robbins in the slot. Has it pop off his stick to center. Lalezia's dump from neutral ice will end up behind the net. Behind the cage, Marcineau with the puck. He'll wait behind the cage, play to his right wing. Milan stripped his man in front. Backhander from the slot, altered in front. Here's a chance. Shot, they score! Johnston.
Great shot by Logan Johnson after hard work by Milan in front of the net. And the Vees take a 6-1 lead.
And I think Joey Bennick was in front creating headaches for the netminder Peck, slamming away at a rebound, and it finally came to Johnston. The netminder was down and out, and he made no mistake. Another goal for this line that's been oh so sharp tonight. Bennick's already got 2 goals.
Now he should get an assist on that, shouldn't he?
We'll wait and see, but I think so. Lalezia also out there. He could be in line for his third point of the night. Over the puck. Young number 19, Austin Evans, the only 16-year-old on the Cowichan roster, and the Vees defense takes over in their own zone. Lalezia, pass up the middle for Bennick. Right side for Milan, 1-on-2, driving around a defender. Milan now curls to the corner as he ran out of space. Spots Lalezia, firing, scores! Joey Lalezia.
I think the goaltender misplayed that a bit, but it was a great shot just inside the post. And the Vees put this one a little icing on the cake here and take a 7-1 lead. Joey Lalezia, is that his third point of the night?
2 assists and a goal. And the 18-year-old who led the BCHL in points for defensemen last year as a rookie. Stetcher's back to get it. Took a bit of a bump as he plays it up for Beaulieu. Off the glass and down the ice, and now Stetcher's going to go, or excuse me, stepping in as Beaulieu, as taking liberties with Stetcher was Houghton, and up they get, still throwing the linesman in between them, and now they're letting him go again. Beaulieu and Houghton lands some heavy rights on Beaulieu, who stood up for his defensive rookie.
Yeah, he stood up for the 16-year-old there, jumping in there.
Circle, a backdoor pass blocked. It hit his own teammate as Grant tried to feed it through for Hammond. Now Grant to the point. Capitals 5-on-3 for another 48 seconds. Back to Grant. Backdoor Hammond, he scores. And not much celebration from the Capitals, who still have a 5-goal deficit in this one. And you can't blame Rumpel. That's a 5-on-3, and he can't cover the whole net. Had to be honest to the shooter as Grant went backdoor. Grant behind the cage. Final moments. No, they're back to 5-on-5 now as he feeds the goal scorer Hammond of moments ago. Right point, long shot, off a body and in. It hit a Vees defender and into the cage. Their third of the night, and the Capitals making this look close on a night that it frankly hasn't been.
No, and it will not be a power play goal. Time has expired in the penalty.
Left wall and moves to the point. Move to the right circle, shot, stop. That one blocked by Werbowski. Pulling the trigger on that chance was Roback, the defender for the Capitals. Now Hammond in the slot. His pass bounces off a body right to Grant, and Lukoff will push him into the net. It comes off its moorings, and what a stop by Rumpel, reaching out with that right leg.
44 seconds left.
And as time expires, you can chalk up another W for the Vees. Their 7th of the year as they win in dominating fashion 7-3 here at home against the Capitals, who were as lost as their jerseys on this night in Penticton.
Well, just a great effort by a bunch of guys that have played an awful lot of hockey in the last 10 or 11 days, and you got to give them a lot of credit. 2 top 6 forwards out of the lineup, and other guys stepped up. The defense stepped up. Rumpel was good when he had to be, and this was a dominating. And I don't think that Cowichan team's quite as bad as they looked. I think they didn't seem to get a whole lot going, but you got to give the Vees a lot of credit. The defensive efforts, they were coming back, the forwards were coming back, and it was a pretty good hockey game.
We'll take a break and return with the Parker Chrysler post-game show as the Vees win 7-3 on Easy Rock.